Hey everyone, Couch Investor here with another video for you today. In today's video we're going to talk about two casino stocks I did not cover yet. I've covered MGM, LVS and Wynn already in a couple of videos. If you want to go check that out, it's going to pop up right here. In today's video we're going to talk about Eldorado and Caesars. Some of you might know, last year in mid-2019, Eldorado announced they are going to merge with Caesars. They're going to acquire the Caesars Entertainment business. Now in this video we're going to cover the merger deal. We're going to go over both companies, the graph, and one billionaire investor that made this deal happen. Let me know as well in the comments below if you bought casino stocks this year or between March and today, and more specifically if you bought Eldorado stock or Caesars. Now before I get started, I want to thank everyone that has been currently subscribing to the channel. I think we're going to reach 700 subscribers pretty soon. So if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe now is the time to hit that subscribe button. And if you like the videos, maybe leave it a thumbs up, as it really helps me out grow the channel and get my videos out there. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so first let's talk a bit about both companies. Then we'll talk about the merger deal. And then we're going to talk about a key person that made this deal possible and made it as lucrative as it is. His name is Carl Icahn. Some of you might know he's a billionaire investment worth around about $16.7 billion. But we're going to go into that a bit later. So let's first start with Caesars, formerly known as Harrah's Entertainment until 2010. Then they changed their name to Caesars Entertainment. It's a well-known brand name in Vegas and worldwide. Well, very well known for the Caesars Palace, but it has many more holdings such as the Rio, Hotel Casino, Planet Hollywood, The Link, and many more. It went public on February 8, 2012, but unfortunately some bad news followed. That didn't stop the company to file for bankruptcy in 2015 after a series of acquisitions that already started just before the financial crisis back in 2008-09. So in 2015 they filed for bankruptcy. In 2017 they wrapped up the $18 billion bankruptcy case, and well, now we're in 2020, they get acquired by Eldorado, and Eldorado obviously has to pay for the debt they buy in that casino company. Now Eldorado Resort, very simple, it's a resort, hotel and casino chain, operates 23 properties such as Tropicana, for example, if you know that, and it's in 11 states in the US. All right, so let's talk about the merger deal right now. So the deal is a in-cash and stock deal that values Caesars at around $17.3 billion, including debt, that is. The deal was announced back in mid-2019. If the deal goes through, should be going through later this year, that would make Eldorado Casinos the biggest operator in the US with 60 properties in 16 states. But Caesars will still operate under the Caesars Entertainment name because, well, you don't want to take away the brand name that is very popular worldwide and very recognizable. Whenever you go to Vegas, you see the Caesars Palace, you know exactly where you are. Now the deal was supposed to happen already in the first half of 2020. Obviously with the pandemic going on right now, it will be pushed to maybe midsummer, late 2020. But crucial thing for this deal is that Nevada, Indiana, and New Jersey have to sign on the deal for it to be rightly regulated and such. As of now, I think the problematic state is New Jersey, as they're still to approve the deal right now. Now let's move and talk a bit about Carl Icahn and why he was so important in this deal and how he actually made quite some money. All right, let's talk a bit about this billionaire investor called Carl Icahn. He's worth $16.7 billion. He made his fortune really through gaining controlling positions in companies and either forcing them to buy their stocks, their shares at a premium price, or manipulating the company's decision to increase shareholders' value. A bit like what happened with the Caesars deals right now. Beginning of March, Icahn gained 3 board seats in the company. Then mid-April, Caesars names a new CEO and explores a sale. As you can see, the price, the offer of Eldorado was still at $12 when he gained 3 board position. But as you can see, the price of Caesars shares went up and up and up. So obviously he made quite a lot of money during that deal. But obviously he invested in lots of other companies. He has his own hedge fund. So this is maybe how he started to get rich back in the day, by gaining controlling position in such companies. But don't take away the credit he really deserves. But that's what I wanted to tell you about this particular investor and his role in this merger from those 2 big casino chains. All right, so let's dive into the graphs real quick. First one is Eldorado Resorts. So I drew this graph I think 3 days ago, so by the weekend. I added the RSI here so you could see why I say this is an unhealthy path and this is a more healthy path and maybe more likely. So as you can see, before the stock was at almost $70 before the outbreak. Lowest point was at $6 or so, maybe in the 5s as well. Then made its way all the way up. At the beginning it was very nicely, but then it started to erupt all the way from around $20 to $43 very fast, a bit too fast. That's why you see here it's been indicated that it's been oversold. So as you can see here, I said this is a crucial point. We've seen 2 red days as of the time of this video. So as you can see here down below, the stock is pretty much oversold by a lot. So for me, I would like to see it go back down to around 30. If it can go back to 35, which is the support line I drew right here, that would be great. And then form a base from there on and move its way forward. That would be a healthy path to its all-time highs, and we'd probably see the RSI go back in between 30 and 60, because as of now it's way too high, and there's no denying that. So that's for Eldorado. Now for Caesars, that's CZR, bit of the same, as you can see here, oversold, and we don't like to buy things that are oversold. Same thing, all-time highs were at $14-15 or so, lowest point below $4, then it went all the way up to around $12 and such. The same thing, way too fast, and you could have guessed, same thing, it could go lower, 10% lower. It would hit a nice support line right here at $11 or so, and then I would say it could make its way up, let's say from here or so, form a base and then go up, maybe with news about the merger or so being closed, officially closed, because it's been dragging along for quite a while right now. So again, if you want to go look for the stock price movement, I would suggest to look for it to drop to around $11 or so to calm the stock down a bit, because as you can see, if it wants to continue its way up, it will have to break out of the downtrend line that I drew right here, and to be honest, I don't see that happening right now. So we could see it go lower to about 10% lower or so. Alright, so to conclude, obviously those that bought at the lows back in March or even a month ago, great job for you. You have gained probably 2-3 times your money. If you invested back in March, probably 5 times gains right now. Those of you who are looking at the stock right now, I would suggest maybe to wait and see if the stock can maybe slow down a bit, because I personally do not like to chase stocks up or catch falling knives when the stock is going down. So maybe wait until they create a little base for the short term. But if you're okay with the volatility in the short term, then be my guest, you can open positions in those types of stocks. But moving forward, it will be very interesting to see what the merger will do to both casino chains and especially to Vegas as a whole. That will be it for this video. If you liked it, consider leaving it a thumbs up, as it really helps me out grow the channel and get my videos out there. And if you want, maybe go check my other videos right here. We've talked about some very good stocks for the future, especially growth stocks, since those are the types of stocks I'm looking to invest for the long term, and especially in a crisis period. So take care guys, stay safe, and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.